Assalamualaikum ji, this is Dr. Huma Saif. Welcome to the FunPlatter show. Today we have guest Shahab Siddiqui. Inka account is very unique. It's so much fun checking. I mean, his spontaneous replies. If you have a bad day, just go on his TL and you're gonna laugh your head off, literally. So welcome to the show, Shahab.
Thanks, Dr. Huma. Nice to see you. And yeah, thanks for that introduction. It's kind of caught me off guard. Depend करता है कि कौन देख रहा है TL. It's good that you like it, but I know there are some people who will actually burn under their skins when they see my tweet.
I can totally get it. So Shahab, tell us more about yourself. जो आपके account या आपके followers को नहीं पता, मतलब something fun, adventurous aspects of your childhood, your life.
Okay, I'll give you a rundown of where I come from. Maybe it'll put some perspective into my personality. तो मैं दुबई में पैदा हुआ था. मेरे parents वहाँ पे गए थे. I think my father moved there in 1974, and interestingly enough, he went through Taseer Hadi. So Salman Taseer was he used to work for Salman Taseer, if you would believe it.
Okay.
Yeah, so he posted him in Dubai back then, and well, at that time it was Sharjah में गए थे पहले. तो मैं उधर ही मेरी पैदाइश हुई. फिर पैदा होते ही अम्मी started expecting my sister. So I think मैं बहुत young था. मैं कोई 4 या 5 महीने का होगा कि my mom and dad had to give me away to my grandparents जो पाकिस्तान में होते थे. तो I lived with them for about 5 years. अच्छा, उस ज़माने में आसान नहीं होता था ना, आना जाना. तो 5 साल मैंने अपने दादा के साथ spent kiya. And I didn't see my parents in that whole 4 or 5 year period. So first time I saw my dad and my mom was when I was 5 years old. And they literally drugged me to take me back to Dubai because obviously I didn't recognize them. I don't even know the concept of a mom and dad. So वहाँ से फिर मैं दुबई गया, वहाँ सारी अपनी schooling की. And then in I think it was 1999 I moved to the US. मैं गया Purdue University in Indiana. Okay. And I stayed there till 2004. और उसके बाद मैं दोबारा दुबई चला गया, जहाँ मैंने job की up till 2008 when I got married. And then I continued staying there. My wife is from Canada, where I am now.
Okay,
तो,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so इसको मैं अपने साथ वहाँ ले आया. मेरी शादी की भी एक अलग कहानी है, वो भी एक adventure on its own है. खैर वो हम लोग वहाँ पे रहे till 2012, and then I migrated here. So I'm here. I am, obviously one wife. Hopefully it says one wife, and I've got 3 girls.
I hope Bhabhi somewhere around, right? Is Bhabhi somewhere around?
Yes. No, but I'm sure she'll watch this later on. वो पूछना चाहती है कौन interview कर रहा है, हजार question जैसा आपका है ना, वैसे उसका question शुरू हुआ, कौन है, क्यों है, क्या है, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I'm glad you're doing this. Look, like I say, I'm a big believer in technology. और मैं ये कहता हूँ कि technology has democratized a lot of things. That includes the fact that anyone can monetize it. And I hope you kick it off. I don't know if I'm your second or third guest. Third guest, yeah. So you never know. Well, clearly people don't want to watch me, okay? But someday I think if you get a real celebrity, then you never know where you might go with this.
Thank you for the kind wishes. So मुझे कुछ बताओ, like जैसे adventures होते हैं, everybody have like जैसे हमने road trip किया था अमेरिका का. Our kids were very young back then, तो वो like it was, I mean, not easy to be honest. लेकिन वो अभी भी हमारी, जैसे हम दोबारा से कोई वीडियोस दोबारा देखते हैं तो बच्चे तो बहुत छोटे-छोटे थे तो उनको तो इतना हाथ याद नहीं आता, लेकिन me and my husband we really enjoy that. तो ऐसे कोई adventures किए हो दुबई में या backpacking या
नहीं, ऐसे हमने बहुत कुछ किया. मतलब अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैंने पाकिस्तान में ज्यादा नहीं किया, although मैंने एक बार 2008 में I took a trip from Karachi all the way up to Lahore on a train, and I didn't go in a very flashy train. I went, I just wanted to experience the Sindh and the Punjab belt के होता क्या है, क्योंकि मैंने तो हमेशा कराची देखा था. I don't know if you ever landed in Karachi. Flying from Dubai to Karachi, it's pretty depressing. एकदम से वो एक सहरा सा हो जाता है, हर तरफ dust. It's not a very pleasant experience.
I've been
And
to Karachi, but I just learned a lot of beautiful things about Karachi के अलावा जो सिंध है उनका architecture, उनका culture. तो like, did you experience any of that? क्योंकि मैंने कोई मुझे बता रहा था वहाँ पे कोई African कुछ एक community है उनका कोई festival होता है.
वो सब है, that's because I'm a Karachiite, तो मुझको शायद कोई खास नहीं लगता, लेकिन I saw a lot more in Sindh and Punjab. When I went through the train, हम लोग stops there in between these villages. I'd never seen village life, so I kind of started appreciating the dynamics of the village culture, और ऊपर से then obviously relating it to politics के क्यों politics में इतनी लोग अपने leader को या अपने किसी representative को इतना पूछते हैं. When I started seeing that life, I started understanding, putting it all together. So उसके अलावा मतलब one of the most exciting adventures or drives that I had was in, I think it was 2002 or 2001. Well, it was before 9/11, 100%. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had fun. We drove from Indiana all the way down to Texas. So we stopped. Yeah, we stopped in a few. We had a lot of fun, and I was pleasantly surprised. हम लोग Purdue से गए to Texas A&M, University of Texas A&M, जहाँ पे मेरा दोस्त का भाई पढ़ता था. So we just experienced that whole belt, and I was so surprised with Austin. It was such a beautiful place, and I haven't visited there again, but I do want to go. That's a recommendation that I would give. Go to Austin. I mean, the food there is great. उस ज़माने तो मैं halal haram का वही चक्कर भी नहीं करता था. लेकिन the place is very scenic, very nice.
I've heard Canada is very beautiful. My sister-in-law, she actually used to live there. तो बताती हैं कि वहाँ की वो Quebec City, I guess. I've heard it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to?
We haven't been to Quebec City. It's on the bucket list. In fact, I haven't been outside of. Well, I have been outside of Ontario. I've been to Prince Edward Island, जो further east है. तो वहाँ पे गया था Halifax में. I went for a business trip, but I eventually got to see another province. लेकिन I haven't. I want to go to the west side. In fact, in the middle belt, Alberta में आता है Banff है एक जगह. Very scenic place. It's got mountains and clear waters. It's kind of like अपना Pakistan में जो जिस तरह north का area है ना, लेकिन much more scenic and much more organized. Yeah, so we have it. Yeah, and we have a train that goes all the way from here, from the east side all the way to the west side. And if you sit on that train, they dock in these stations too. So I'm thinking of doing that. It's a little expensive. Yeah, which is why when I hit the big money on the stock market, then probably I'll take that trip.
I guess it's going to happen real soon. The stock market thing is going to
happen.
Inshallah.
Yeah, before I reach my grave.
And it's so beautiful. I mean, you see so much culture there. उसके अलावा जो Niagara Fall है, I mean, seriously, American Niagara
I've been
Fall
there, yeah.
But Canadian side is like, wow. I mean, you can sit there for hours and hours, talking or like doing anything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's worth the travel. I mean, it's a must-see. But मैंने तो obviously I've never experienced nature like that. I mean, Texas, maybe Austin में मैंने देखा था एक it kind of like a cliff, and then there was a big lake over there, which was pretty cool. लेकिन ये भी was an experience. I mean, just to see and to read the facts कि कितना gallons of water flows down that drop. And how that thing is shaped a horse shape, and how that horseshoe shape came around to being. It's all good fun, and there's a lot of stuff to do there. There are rides and all that stuff.
Yeah, and there's some spot where आपको jacket पहन के चला जाओ तो पानी के नीचे. हम लोग नहीं गए थे because our kids were young back then. लेकिन it is on our bucket list. इंशाल्लाह हम जाएंगे किसी दिन वहाँ.
Yeah. I probably will attempt that again. मुझे थोड़ा पानी का थोड़ा खौफ है, तो मेरी बेगम तो जाना चाहे थी full time.
My middle son says that he's hydrophobic. He's scared. तो मैं
Yeah, you bet, man. You bet.
तो like अपने जो Twitter के experiences के बारे में कुछ थोड़ा सा funny बताओ. मेरे भाई से मुझे पता है सब लोग डरते हैं. Literally nobody would argue or like engage in an argument with you. I know that.
अच्छा नहीं that's not true. I mean,
funny कोई.
Well, how I came onto Twitter is the funny story. There was a guy that I know. He उस ज़माने में मैं यूथिया था पक्का. तो वो अच्छा मैं one of the first in at least my circle, and I have a pretty big circle in Pakistan. I was the first one to believe in Imran Khan. क्योंकि मैंने 2002 में उसको follow करना शुरू किया. and only because I saw him कि यार ये मुशर्रफ को tough time दे रहा है, इतना front foot पे आके खेला. उस ज़माने में शरीफ साहब खानदान बाहर थे, People's Party भी बाहर थे. So I saw him like, oh, this guy's organic, कि ये पाकिस्तान में होके वो लोग, he's looking into their eyes. I was foolish back then, obviously. I was only a 20-year-old kid. But हुआ ये था कि मैं अब Facebook पे भी मैं बहुत देर से आया था. 2012 में मैं गया था, और मैं Facebook पे इसलिए गया था because मैं मूव कर रहा था to Canada. So I thought कि यार मेरी सारी फैमिली Facebook पे हमेशा से मुझे टोकते हैं कि Facebook पे क्यों नहीं आते, तो मैं इनसे कैसे इन टच रहूंगा. तो I thought Facebook would be the medium. तो मेरा दोस्त उस वक्त से मुझे he was on my case कि शायद ट्विटर ज्वाइन कर. उस ज़माने में 2012 के इलेक्शंस होने वाले थे. तो बोलते यार तू बड़ा तेरे अंदर बहुत है वो स्किल है, you might be able to persuade people to vote for PTI. And I did support PTI in 2012. Wasn't able to vote, but I did support them big time. तो लेकिन मैं गया नहीं कभी, तो I just sat it out. लेकिन 2014 में जब मैं PTI से दूर होने लगा, मैं पाकिस्तान में था उस ज़माने में, तो मेरा जो दोस्त था मुझे जो बहुत तंग करता था ना कि वो अभी तक से यूथिया है, ठीक है, वो मुझे बहुत तंग करता था कि यार तू आ जा ऑनलाइन. तो आई थॉट कि नहीं यार अब वाकई में मुझे ट्विटर में जाना चाहिए. एंड नाउ आई नीड टू गो अगेंस्ट PTI, okay, because I was seeing the online space was completely occupied by them, especially on Facebook.
I mean, happy with your new decision.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I'm on his block list now, but whatever, it's okay. I used to tell him कि यार तू I don't want to name him, but कि किसी दिन यार तू realize करेगा कि you've been standing on the wrong side of history. But that was how I got into that. So the push came when I was like, yeah, this Imran Khan guy is going in the wrong direction. I thought I could save him, but again, I was probably, it was dreaming.
So जैसे अदनान भाई, आपने देखा होगा अदनान भाई का एक बड़ा मजा का इंटरेक्शन जिसमें उन्होंने निक्का वजीर कुछ निक्का समथिंग कहा था, तो बड़ी वो एक वो वन फ्रेज सा बन गया था. तो ऐसा कोई हिस्टोरिक सा मोमेंट जो आपको कि वाओ दिस इज माय वन ऑफ द ऑसम मेमोरीज ऑफ माय ट्विटर लाइफ, तो ऐसा कुछ?
No, I think नहीं अभी मुझे बंदा अभी ऑलरेडी तंग कर रहा है, सोच रहा हूँ उसको मैं भी ब्लॉक कर दूं. मुझको कि आजकल मुझको बिलावल फॉलो कर रहा है ना, तो बहुत लोगों को आग लग गई है. अच्छा, lot of people think I'm a bigot, या फिर जो भी उनके दिमाग में खन्नास है कि यार ये ऐसा है, फलाना है, वैसा है. तो अब ये लोग आ गए कि भाई तू बिलावल भुट्टो का बहुत बड़ा वो है, TC and that kind of बकवास, ट्रोलिंग जो चलती है. So I think one of the things that I take as a good check mark is that people of various political backgrounds are following me. Bilawal Bhutto ho gaya, ya phir Maryam Nawaz ho gayi. Now, I'm sure they don't read my texts. They don't read my tweets every day and stuff. And, I sometimes give it to them too. But that makes me at peace. I'm not being the typical Patwari or Jiala, So,
of course. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be neutral as much as I can.
The ruling party from all the fronts.
Yeah, exactly. But the one good thing, I think, there are a few things that I think I have contributed to the discussion. एक तो है, I would say, बूटिया का जो इस्तेलाह थी वो मैंने इस्तेमाल की पहले. आने से पहले मैं इनको कहता था PTI बच्चा पार्टी, ठीक है? क्योंकि मैं उस वक्त PTI में खुद था, मैं देखता था ये यूथ जो आ रही है अंदर, ये कुछ ज्यादा इमोशनल है, और कि नवाज शरीफ करप्ट और वो करप्ट, वही बकवास जो हम सुनते हैं शुरू से. So I was like, चलो जब मैं ट्विटर पे था तो something hit me and I'm like, यार I can't call these guys यूथियाज anymore, क्योंकि a lot of them were starting to move out of कि भाई हम PTI पे बिलीव नहीं करते. तो वो हट तो गए PTI से, लेकिन वो अभी तक से वही फौज को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं ना. तो मैंने वो नाम बूटिया निकाल दिया, और I think it's caught on. A lot of people are using it now.
So tell me some any funny incidents from your college or university life. I mean, आपने तो बहुत से मुल्कों से माशाल्लाह आपकी schooling, college studies हैं, तो कोई funny incidents कोई?
Yeah, so I mean, हमारी university life तो थी मजा, every day was a joke, frankly. So even जब 9/11 हुआ था, हम लोग उस university में थे, तो मुझे याद है हम लोग खाना खा रहे थे कहीं Chinese restaurant में, and it was a Chinese buffet. और वहाँ पे कुछ गोरे बैठे हुए थे, तो those buildings were going down, they were panicking, और हम लोग वहाँ पे बैठ के ना आराम से जल्दी खाना खत्म कर भाग यहाँ से, यार इससे पहले ये Indiana is the Bible Belt, yeah, so वहाँ पे है भी थोड़े हिक टाइप. So that's the kind of environment I was in, but we still found our ways for outlet and have fun. A lot of funny incidents from college and university. Every day was a joke, like and I probably can't tell you more than half of that stuff, so I won't go there. But in school or back in college, मेरे दोस्त होते थे वो neighborhood के, तो हम कोई 6 या 7 लड़के थे, बल्कि ज्यादा ही होते थे, लेकिन 6-7 ही पक्के थे. तो हम लोग हमेशा क्रिकेट खेलते थे हर शाम को. तो क्रिकेट खेलते हुए हम जब जाते थे तो एक बड़ा सा फील आता था जहाँ पे 3-4 कुत्ते होते थे हमेशा जो बंदे होते थे, and they would always bark at us. So a couple of our friends would always like कुछ ना कुछ उठा के उन पर फेंक देते थे, ऐसे कोई कैप्रिसन पी रहे हैं या पेप्सी कैन पी रहे हैं. They wouldn't hit the dogs, but just just to trigger them. और and हंसते थे ha, and then we would walk by. So एक बार क्या हुआ, हमने यही हरकत की, तो हम शाम को मगरिब की नमाज के करीब जब it started getting अंधेरा, तो घर जाना होता था, तो हम लोग जब वापस चलते हुए आ रहे थे तो एक ने फिर से वही चिरान मारी, कुछ उठा के फेंक दिया कुत्तों की तरफ. So the dogs didn't react this time. अच्छा, हम बाकी because we were used to it, हम लोग चल रहे थे, तो एकदम से हम लोग ना भागने की आवाज आ रही है. तो one of our friends, Sikandar, who was like right at the back, he's like, "Oh, Shahab, Munir, bhag!" I'm like, "Kyun? Kya ho gaya?" We turn around, we see these dogs, 4 dogs running after us. So we all start running. अच्छा, उस जमाने में बहुत कम लोगों के पास मोबाइल फोन था. हमारा एक दोस्त था मुनीर, he was one of the few people back in, हम उस वक्त थे भी young teenagers थे. He had a phone, mobile phone. So while we were running for our lives, उसका phone बजता है, So and while we were running, he picks up the call and goes, "Hello, sorry, I can't talk to you now. I've been chased by dogs. I'll call you later. Bye." Hangs up the phone.
This happened in Dubai, right? Or
this happened in Dubai. In Dubai.
Yeah. It's a good thing you didn't call 911. You could have called 911. I was expecting actually that you pulled out your cell phone and called 911.
Yeah. So yeah.
A rapid fire questions round. So do you cry watching movies?
Frozen.
Oh,
no,
wow.
No, I'm just joking.
That's my daughter.
No, I didn't cry at Frozen. I won't call it crying because I've never seen my tears come out, but कुछ movies ऐसी हैं जहाँ पे you get that sulky feeling, that's like अंदर से आपको press कर रहा है, so वो feeling आई. जैसे तारे ज़मीन पर जब मैंने देखा था, मैं बॉलीवुड देखता नहीं हूँ मैं, लेकिन आमिर खान की movies में कभी-कभार देख लेता हूँ because एक तो उसकी movies अच्छी हैं, ऊपर से he's a close friends, रिश्तेदार है वो.
Okay, that's awesome.
So,
that's awesome.
Yes, I've met him once, and in fact, I've met his brother as well, Faisal. So, उसमें क्या नाम है, वो मैंने देखी तो मुझको थोड़ा सा फील था. उस जमाने में मेरी अम्मी के साथ थोड़ी टेंशन चल रही थी, तो वो जो माँ और बेटे का बॉन्ड दिखाते ना वहाँ से, yeah, that made me a little emotional. Yeah.
And if you, who would you like to travel with? One person.
My kids. I've not really. भाभी तो वो तो आती है, वो है part of the deal है, she's compulsory.
Okay, you want to change about your life or your childhood?
I think I would take more risks as a kid. मैं बहुत एक क्या कहते हैं उसको bubbled environment में था, where he didn't take a lot of risks. My dad wasn't very outgoing, and I guess I take from him a little bit. So I never learned how to swim or do horseback riding or any of that stuff. That's things that excite me now and that I'm getting my kids to do. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I think that would be the only thing I'd change. I'd really concentrate more on the extracurricular activities than my academic stuff. Yeah.
And if you're given an option to get one superpower, which superpower would that be? Just one superpower.
Make money. No.
You're already in the stock market.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that would. I don't know. That's the question that I never even thought about. So, and it's a rapid fire. So I would say make money. Move on.
One person you would want to change. Who that one person would be?
Many people come to mind, but the fact is there's not much you can do about changing others. So no need for wishful thinking. I would say change yourself. So there are a lot of things in me that I do not appreciate. One of them could be argumentation. I tend to become a little argumentative at times, and I'd like to change that in myself.
Bucket list में क्या है? I mean,
bucket list में बहुत कुछ है. I've done a lot of traveling myself. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Taiwan. I've been to Mauritius. But this was all related to I've built pretty much all of Middle East, maybe some parts of Europe. But this has been all business related. So I've never really done leisure traveling. And I'm hoping I can do that. It goes back to how I want to travel with my kids and my family, obviously. Hopefully I can take my mother as well. Yeah.
That's so awesome. How old are you?
Maldives is one place that I definitely want to go.
So how old are your kids? I mean, I'm just asking.
10, 8 or 2.
Okay, I mean, chota do wala bahut chote hai, varna literally this is the best age, literally when kids
Absolutely.
listen to you and they would not get exhausted or tired or wo teenage tantrums nahi aayenge. So
and they'll remember it, they'll remember it when they. I'm just saying, हम लोग जब गए थे to some other parts, तो Zahra जो मेरे से बड़ी बच्ची है, वो सब बहुत छोटी थी, तो she probably doesn't remember any of that stuff.
Exactly. वही ऐसे हम लोग गए थे California, तो वो सारे Sea World, all those places. My older one was maybe like 5 years old, and he doesn't remember anything from that. और जो हम लोग गए थे Florida, Disney World, Disneyland, and all those areas in Florida. वो तब बेटी was like 1 year old. She's like 5 years old now, mashallah. So वो every time she's like, Mama, when are you going to take us to the Florida? When are you going to take us to the Florida? And I was like, वही वाली बात नहीं कि बच्चों बेचारों को तो कहाँ याद रहेगा. So you're absolutely right. So best of luck with your bucket list.
Yeah.
So
thank
it was
you.
nice talking to you, Shahab. I hope you all enjoyed it too. It was really fun. So talk to you all next time. Talk to you, Shahab, too, next time.
Take care.
So have a super awesome day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
So I am gonna